Lowering the drinking age at 21 is ineffective and unfair. Being 18, I know this for a fact. If someone wants to drink bad enough, they'll find a way. Also, it is unfair to inflict the responsibilities of a 21-year-old on an 18-year-old without giving the same rights to drink or buy alcohol. I hope by the end of this speech that you will share my point of view and opinion that the drinking age should be lowered to 18. I'm not saying this because I think that 18-year-olds should go and drink heavily every weekend, but it's the principle of the matter. There's a study in the June 9, 1986 issue of U.S. News and World Report that shows that 26 states with higher drinking age averaged 13% fewer fatal nighttime accidents involving alcohol. This was proved untrue by 2 other studies. In a 1984 interview with Governor Richard Schelling of Vermont, he says when Vermont lowered their drinking age, it showed a reduction in fatalities. And in the New England Journal of Medicine, it said that when Massachusetts increased its drinking age, it didn't make any change in the accidents or deaths occurred by alcohol. The drinking age at 21 is ineffective for many reasons. Fake IDs is one of the reasons. A fake ID is easy to get. A person can get a fake ID if they get somebody's credit card, social security card, and birth certificate who's 21 and go to the place where they get a driver's license and say they lost their driver's license. Or they can just get an ID from someone older who looks similar to them. A lot of bars don't care if the ID picture looks anything like the person. They just let you in as long as you have something that says you're 21. I know also for a fact that in Chicago there are bars and liquor stores that do not card. Another thing people do is to get someone older to buy liquor for them. This is what happens a lot in the dorms. People under 21 get a list together and give somebody who's 21 beer money, and they go on a beer run and buy it for them. There are also parties which have alcohol readily available to anyone who's willing to pay to get in. The rights that are put upon an 18-year-old are, the responsibilities that are put upon an 18-year-old are unfair because they can't drink too. An 18-year-old can vote and decide who's going to run the country. An 18-year-old can be arrested and tried as an adult in a court of law. An 18-year-old has no curfew. They can come in anytime they want. An 18-year-old can live on their own without the supervision of an adult. Going away to college is an example of that. An 18-year-old can also get married, raise a family, and pay bills. They can buy their own home. According to an article in Time, Gene Adams, Director of Legislature Affairs for Florida, said that in Florida, for all of the reasons, being 18, you're considered an adult. You should have the right to drink in your own home that you bought. An 18-year-old can also go to war. They're trusted with a gun in their hands, but they're not trusted with a can of beer or a glass of wine. I think that it's unfair that we're not able to drink or buy alcohol when we want without the fear of getting in trouble from cops. I feel that the drinking age should be lowered, not so that I can go out and drink every weekend, but for the principle of the matter.
When you hear the name Michael Jordan, what